kids, this is Sharvari here, and today we will be discussing a poem from class 7. The name of this poem is Trees, written by Shirley Bauer. So let's start with the recital and then we'll move on to the explanation of this poetry. Trees are for birds, trees are for children, trees are to make tree houses in, trees are to swing swings on, trees are for the wind to blow through, trees are to hide behind and hide and seek, trees are to have tea parties under, trees are for kites to get caught in, trees are to make cool shade in summer, trees are to make no shade in winter, trees are for apples to grow on and pears, trees are to chop down and call timber, trees make mothers say, what a lovely picture to paint, trees make fathers say, what a lot of leaves to rake this fall. So this is a very distinctive poetry written by Shirley Bauer. So let's understand the meaning behind this poetry. On the surface level, it basically talks about the uses that we have out of trees and the materialistic things and all the aesthetic things that trees provide us with, right? So as we can read in the poetry, trees provide a lot of shelter to birds, to different insects. All the nests and the eggs that the birds lay are all on the tree, right? They feed their kids on the tree. Some birds feed on the insects that reside in the bark of the tree. They also feed on the berries and fruits and all the other things that are there on the tree, right? Then trees are for children. Whenever we were kids, we used to play around a tree, right? We could have a swing on the branches of a tree and we would swing on it. We would go and hide behind the tree and hide and seek. When we were kids, we used to have small tea parties and small snack parties under the tree. We used to get very tired in the afternoon when we were playing, right? So we would sit under the tree for its shade. So what is shade? Shade is just shelter that protects us from the harsh rays of the sun, okay? Now on a surface level, it sounds like tree is a very giving thing. It gives you a lot of things. It helps you make furniture. It provides you with wood for that. It gives you things to eat, for example, fruits like apples, pears and all the other fruits. When we were kids, we would paint. The first thing that we learned to paint was a tree. We would make a brown bark and then we would make leaves on top of it, and it would be a beautiful picture, and we would show it to our parents and they would be like, wow, this is a very nice thing to paint. So all these things are discussed, okay? But when we look into it on a more deeper level, we understand that tree as a thing, it's so giving, it's selfless. Even when we throw stones at a tree, it only gives us with fruits. There is no part of a tree that is not useful to us, right? Right from when it's living, the leaves, the fruits, the bark. When it's dead, we use the roots to make ropes. We use it for shelter. We use the leaves as covers for our houses. The tree always gives us, no matter what and no matter how we treat it, okay? It's a very selfless kind of a connection, and that is something that humans need to learn as well. We should learn from a tree how to be selfless, how to always care for others, and how always to maximize how much we can give, right? These are all the things that we learn from this poetry. Now, talking about the rhyme scheme, we must have observed that there are no stanzas in this poetry, right? It is a very distinctive tone where one line is not dependent on the other. They are individual lines just stacked on top of each other, okay? So in this poetry, there is no rhyme scheme. It is a very different type of a poem, and it is very beautiful when you start getting to know in-depth explanations about it. I hope I cleared out this poem for you, and to join me and learn more beautiful poetries, prose as well as grammar of Standard 7, you should subscribe to my classes. Bye!